And it's not love when you turn around and threaten to burn someone for trying to save their life. That's murder. So God should put himself in hell. And don't turn around and disrespect me and say that he wouldn't do that because he's love. You're not the one with hemorrhaging, bleeding stomach ulcers. You're not the one walking around lame. And you're not the one that he inflicted his wrath on and to burn forever and ever if I try to save my own life. So I've got to drag myself around, hemorrhaging internally to please your love. Is that love? So if I turn around, my son's got medical problems, and I say, if you sin and will get your surgery in less than a month, I'm going to inflict pain on you and torture you forever, Regan. I don't give a shit if you bleed to death. As long as you bleed to death while you're idolizing me, that's all that I give a shit about. And that's exactly what he said when he inflicted me with these horrific dreams. And he did that to threaten to kill me. And he's giving me dreams about my son being murdered too. So on that, he's actually saying, I'm going to kill your son too as well if you don't repent or go to church. And I will not ever go back to church. The whole entire church refused to help me. They know my plight. They know I'm on here having to beg massa to save my life. I can't afford a lawyer. I've run for 9 years. They won't sue for me, so they get away with making me basically a hobo, no limbs, and sending me home and trying to shoot me and everything because I cannot afford a lawyer. I don't have the income, so they won't sue for me. So I'm walking around with broken foot bones for nearly 7-8 years. They wouldn't even give me a boot. A stranger did. And bleeding stomach ulcers for over 20, nearly 30. And I just rung the press up. And I've got to get the paperwork to show everyone. And then, threatened to be slapped by a doctor at Charlestown. Thrown off the ambulance. What the hell do you think you're doing by coming to my hospital? Get out now. Like shit. The police, he then called the police and they threatened to tase me because I called them again. I had the police break in and say I was insane over complaining over bleeding, perforated bleeding ulcers. They found a big, huge mass of blood. I've been hemorrhaging that bad. They found that in my stomach, and one doctor said, I want a barrel. She goes, no, I've got to get to know you better. I thought, I'm not your effing friend, man. I just want something so I can show everyone to go find myself. And she did it. She goes, by the way, it's probably your bleeding ulcers. You know, that's why there's a lot of blood in your stomach. And on that, she refused to send me to a specialist so I could show you, so it could go viral, how perforated they are. That's why I'm eating cabbage and doing it again. This is the story of my life, doing this all the time. And your God turned around and threatened to burn me if I did anything to save my life. He wanted me hemorrhaging and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and worshipping him and going to church, bleeding internally with broken limbs. This is your hypocritical. Never, ever tell me that is love. And not one member from the church has bothered to help me. Not one out of the thousands. Not one.